They say the world didn't end with a bang, but with a cacophony. Magic, you see, wasn't fueled by incantations, but by harmony. It thrived in the quiet spaces between things, in the pause between a heartbeat and a breath, in the rustle of ancient pages, in the resonant ring of a single crystal glass. But civilization, in its desperate hunger to be heard, created a noise so vast, so dense, it became a suffocating blanket. The magic didn't vanish, it drowned. It drowned beneath the relentless roar of engines, the meaningless static of 1,000 screens, and the frantic shouting voices that forgot how to listen. In the very last quiet place on Earth, a man named Elian tended his garden. It was not a garden of plants, but of sounds. He was the last Librarian-Acoustic, a keeper of the old ways. His home was a vast cathedral-like archive carved into a silent mountain. Here, in glass bell jars and intricate brass resonators, he preserved the last pure sounds. The ting of a dewdrop falling into a still pool, the gentle creak of an ancient oak in a windless moment, the soft exhalation of a candle being extinguished. His most precious collection was the heartbeats of extinct things, the last recorded flutter of a butterfly's wings, the final deep hum of a mountain range settling into sleep. Elian's enemy was not a monster of tooth and claw, but of decibel and dissonance. It was known as the echo. Wherever true, focused noise occurred, a sudden shout, a crash of metal, the echo would awaken. It was a parasitic reverberation, a sound without a source that would grow, feeding on the initial noise, amplifying itself until it shattered stone and sanity. The world outside was a fractal maze of these trapped, screaming echoes. Elian's archive was protected by perfect acoustic dampeners, a bubble of sacred quiet. His only tool was a beautiful, complex instrument of his own making, the aetherophone. It didn't create sound, it captured and transmuted noise into delicate, frozen sculptures of crystal and light, silencing the echo at its birth. The crisis began not with a scream, but with a song. A lone, terrified bird, a species Elian thought lost, landed on his windowsill. It opened its beak and let out a piercing, beautiful note of pure fear. Before Elian could soothe it, the note hit the outer walls of his sanctuary. The echo awoke. Not the small, manageable kind. This was a prime echo, born from a sound of pure life. It began as a deep, dissonant thrum that shook dust from the arches. It grew, layering upon itself, a chorus of distorted, angry birdsong that started to crack the mountain's bones. The very glass jars in his archive shivered in sympathy. His quiet was being invaded. Elian knew he could not fight noise with more noise. To shout would be to feed the beast. His plan was a silent ballet. Donning a suit woven from sound-absorbing moss and layered silk, he ventured into the lower galleries, now throbbing with the destructive frequency. He moved with agonizing slowness, placing tuning forks of null-frequency quartz to create pockets of dead air. He unleashed captured sounds from his jars, not to add to the chaos, but to cancel it out. The deep hum of the mountain was played against the echo's bass thrum, causing them to neutralize in a puff of harmonic dust. It was a battle of precision, each move a calculated step in a dance of anti-sound. In the heart of the storm, in the main archive hall, now vibrating like a monstrous drum, Elian saw it. The prime echo wasn't just mindless noise. In the patterns of cracking stone and the way the light bent within the sound waves, he saw a shape. It was a twisted, screaming imitation of the bird that had created it, a phantom made of pure auditory pain. It wasn't attacking out of malice. It was a creature of perfect, tortured resonance, doomed to repeat its first moment of agony forever. To destroy it would be to add the final, violent crash of its death to the world's noise. He had to heal it. He had to give it silence. Ilion did something forbidden. He shattered the glass containing the heartbeat of the silent forest, a sound so deep and peaceful it was barely a sound at all. He then aimed his etherophone not at the echo, but at this released pulse of primordial quiet. He poured every ounce of his will, every memory of peace from his archive into the instrument. A beam of not light, a wave of profound absence washed over the shrieking echo. The noise didn't stop. It was absorbed, gentled. The screaming bird shape softened, its edges blurring. The violent vibration slowed, becoming a visible, gentle ripple in the air. Then a sigh, then nothing. A silence deeper than before settled. In the center of the room where the echo had raged, now lay a single perfect feather of solidified crystal silence. He had not won a battle. He had performed an act of acoustic mercy.